Hello, Miss.
Hello, good evening. Can you hear me clearly?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right, so can you see me?
Yeah, I can.
Okay,
Good.
so you don't want to open your camera so I can see you? All
Okay, okay.
right. All right.
Hello.
Good evening to you. How are you?
I'm fine. How about you?
I'm fine too. Thank you for asking. So, what's your name by the way?
My name is Minh.
Ming. So,
Yeah.
how old are you, Ming?
Uh,
How old are you?
I'm 14.
I am
I'm like
14. All
yeah.
right. Okay, so I am teacher Shen from Pantado, and I'm from the Philippines.
Oh, nice to meet
Yeah, nice to meet you too. Okay, so I will be your teacher for tonight. I am going to evaluate the level of your listening, your reading and writing, and your speaking skills. But before that, since this is the first time that we met, so I'm going to ask you some questions, okay?
you. Okay.
So, how many people are there in your family?
There are seven people in my family.
Oh, that's quite a lot. Can you tell me who are the people in your family?
They are my mom and my dad and me and my two brother and my two other sister.
Oh, you have two brothers and two sisters. So, who's the oldest? Are you the oldest son or
I'm
you?
the oldest. Yeah, I'm the oldest son.
I see. So glad you have two brothers and two sisters. What grade are you now, Ming?
I'm like grade nine.
Oh, you're in grade 9. So, how many
Yeah,
subjects you are studying now at school?
there are way too many. I can't tell. There are way too many.
Yeah, so that's quite a lot. So what's your favorite subject?
It's gotta be English.
Oh,
English.
I see. So can you tell me why?
Yeah. It's easy to learn
Mm-hmm.
more than math because there are too many numbers. And yeah.
Yeah, I think I agree with you because I don't like numbers too. It's also
I know.
science. I don't
Oh,
like
science
science.
more confusing. Yeah.
Yes. Okay, so what about sports, Ming? What sports do you do?
I love sport. I love playing football. I
Uh,
be going to
mm-hmm.
the park every day.
Wow.
Yeah.
Right, so I guess you're good at playing football then.
Yeah, yeah. Everyone says
Okay.
that.
What about other sports? What other sports do you do aside from football?
Uh, I I do badminton. Like some
Mm-hmm.
there are no football pitch
Uh-huh.
anymore.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay, so what about um, hobbies? What are your hobbies?
Hobbies. I always watch TVs a lot.
I
If
see.
I yeah, if I have nothing to do, I will just watch TVs.
Okay, so are you fond of listening to music too in your free time?
Oh, every time, every time.
Okay, do you have any favorite English songs?
Oh yeah. Uh, you know, Adam. You know,
Adam. So, what's the song of Adam? Is that
uh,
the name of the singer or that's a title of a song?
singer.
Adam.
You know,
So,
Sugar.
I think I know that. Sugar, yes, please. Da-da-da. Is that the
Yes,
one?
yes, that's the one. Yes,
Okay, I like
yeah,
that song too. I think
yeah.
it's from Maroon 5.
I know. Yeah,
Sugar.
I
Yeah.
just, I only know the one who sing it.
Yeah, it's Adam. Okay.
Yeah,
So,
Adam.
why is it? Is this your favorite song?
One of my favorite songs, but it's gotta be my favorite.
Oh, okay. I like that song too. What about okay, what about let's go back to English because you said you like studying English because it's quite easy than math and science. So, do you think English will be useful for you in the future?
Yeah, very, because I'm planning of going to other country.
Oh, that's quite interesting. So, which country would
Yeah.
you like to go?
I'm thinking about, Sydney.
Wow, Sydney, Australia.
Yeah, Australia.
Oh yeah, can you tell me why? Why would you choose that place or that country?
Because I have many friends there, close friends, and I'm gonna go there.
All right. I hope and pray that you'll go to Australia soon. Okay.
Thank you so
But
much.
okay, by the way, what's the work of your mom and dad?
What do they do?
Yes, what do they do for a living?
Oh, my mom is a singer.
Wow.
Yeah.
And
Um, she works well, what is that called? Is it's like a house where what do you call this?
okay, it's okay, it's okay. All right. And then what about your dad?
My dad, he works at console late. Well,
Uh-huh. Yeah, yeah, I think I know that one. So what about you? What would you like to be when you grow up?
it's gotta be footballer,
Okay,
a
so
football player.
a football player. All right then. So, are you a good singer? Are you good at singing too?
My voice is horrible.
I think
What are you
not.
talking about? I can't sing.
Okay, but you like listening to music. What about dancing?
Dancing, oh, that one. I can dance. I can dance.
All
Yeah.
right. Okay, that's good. So
I
tell
like
me
dancing to music.
all right. So do you participate at school like when there is a singing or a dance competition?
They're just too much pressure. I can't. They are just too much.
Okay, so you're not participating.
But only in football. Football, I can.
All
Yes.
right. Okay, that's I guess
Yeah.
that's your only focus. Okay then. So thank you for answering my question, Ming. So I have one last question then. Why do you want to learn English?
Yes, I wanna improve my talking uh and my in I like to because I want to improve my talking to other people.
All right. Okay. So that is what we're going to do tonight. I am going to test the level of your skills. Okay. I have another question. When did you start
Yeah.
learning English?
Oh, since primary school,
Wow.
like
So
grade
what's the
four.
but? What's the but there? Did you? So
Oh,
you started studying English since you were in grade 4.
yeah, yeah,
All right. So I guess you have been to different center before.
yeah. I
All
think
right. Okay then. So I
yeah.
think this will not be difficult for you or what we're going to do now because you have experience to another center. Okay. So let's start now. I'm using a PET material. This is equivalent to a B level 1 in English. So let's try this material. I'm going to test your listening skills first. Are you ready?
Okay,
So you're just going to put a tick on the screen, as you can see in the example, the color green one. But if you can't write on the screen, you can send a letter of your answers through the chat box. Okay?
okay,
You can type your
okay,
answers here. So for part 1, there are 7 questions, and for each conversation, you will hear each recording twice, so no need to worry. So these are the 7 questions, and if you're ready, so let's start.
Okay.
Now we are ready to start. Listen carefully. You will hear each recording twice. 1. What was in the woman's bag?
Was there anything valuable in the bag that was stolen, madam?
Yes, it had my purse in it, and my keys.
Anything else?
Well, luckily I was wearing my glasses, so no, nothing else.
Now listen again.
Was there anything valuable in the bag that was stolen, madam?
Yes, it had my purse in it, and my keys.
Anything else?
Well, luckily I was wearing my glasses, so no, nothing else.
Two. Which film is the man talking about?
I'm sure I've seen this film before. That bit where she's standing on the bridge watching the sunset reminded me.
Now listen again.
I'm sure I've seen this film before. That bit where she's standing on the bridge watching the sunset reminded me.
3. What should the woman do first?
Well, you put the washing powder in the machine.
Is that before or after you put the clothes in?
Oh, it's after you put them in. And then remember to switch it on at the wall when you're ready.
Now listen again.
Well, you put the washing powder in the machine.
Is that before or after you put the clothes in?
Oh, it's after you put them in. And then remember to switch it on at the wall when you're ready.
4. What is David going to do this weekend?
Could you help me paint my flat this weekend, David?
Oh, sorry. I'm going sailing. I decided to enjoy myself for a change. I spent last weekend helping my mum do her garden, and I need to repair the car next weekend.
Now listen again.
Could you help me paint my flat this weekend, David?
Oh, sorry. I'm going sailing. I decided to enjoy myself for a change. I spent last weekend helping my mum do her garden, and I need to repair the car next weekend.
5. How did the man get to work today?
Sorry I'm late. I never know whether to take the underground or drive. I was held up in a traffic jam for half an hour, and then, when I got to work, the car park was full. I think I'll have to move nearer so I can walk or use my bike.
Now listen again.
Sorry I'm late. I never know whether to take the underground or drive. I was held up in a traffic jam for half an hour, and then, when I got to work, the car park was full. I think I'll have to move nearer so I can walk or use my bike.
Six. Which tie does the man choose?
Which tie shall I wear for the interview? Do you think my blue silk one would look all right?
A bit boring. I'd wear something with a small pattern. Squares or spots. Something like that.
Oh, I don't know. I think I'll wear the plain one.
Now listen again.
Which tie shall I wear for the interview? Do you think my blue silk one would look all right?
A bit boring. I'd wear something with a small pattern. Squares or spots. Something like that.
Oh, I don't know. I think I'll wear the plain one.
Seven. What time is the appointment?
Dr. Brown's clinic. Can I help you?
Yes. Can I have an appointment to see the doctor, please?
Well, he's free at 11:15 today, or tomorrow at 10:15, or 2:55.
I'll come tomorrow afternoon. Thank you.
Now listen again.
Dr. Brown's clinic. Can I help you?
Yes. Can I have an appointment to see the doctor, please?
Well, he's free at 11:15 today, or tomorrow at 10:15, or 2:55.
I'll come tomorrow afternoon. Thank you.
That is the end of part 1.
Okay, let's check your answers. It's easy, right?
I think I got one wrong.
Oh,
Right?
I don't know. Let's check it first. So what was in the woman's bag? You said it's letter B. Yes, that's right. And which film is the man talking about? Yes, it's letter B too. What should the woman do first? Here it should be letter C. You need to put the clothes. She needs to put the clothes first. And
Oh, okay.
what is David going to do this weekend? You said it's B. That's right. And how did the man get to work today? A is correct. Which tie does the man chose? Letter C. Oh no, you
I
chose.
couldn't see the number. I couldn't see the color.
Okay. But it's the
Yeah.
plain one. There's no design like it's spots or some squares, right?
Okay.
So what time is the appointment? You chose A? It's letter C because it
What?
says I'll go tomorrow afternoon, and the only time in the
Oh
afternoon
God,
is letter C. Oh
I forgot.
no. Okay. So here, let's try the second part. There are 6 sentences, and you will hear a conversation between a girl, Jane, and her brother, Michael, about a Spanish family who are coming to visit them. So there are 6 sentences. Decide if the sentences is correct. You chose A for yes. If it isn't correct, then chose B for no. Don't worry because you're going to listen twice. Let's
Okay.
start.
Yeah.
Now turn to part 4. Questions 20 to 25. Look at the 6 sentences for this part. You will hear a conversation between a girl, Jane, and her brother, Michael, about a Spanish family who are coming to visit them in England. Decide if each sentence is correct or incorrect. If it is correct, put a tick in the box under A for yes. If it is not correct, put a tick in the box under B for no. You now have 20 seconds to look at the questions for part 4. Now we are ready to start. Listen carefully. You will hear the recording twice.
Michael, you know that Spanish family Mum and Dad met in Spain last year?
Yeah, the Sanchez family.
That's right. Anyway, they're coming to stay next month. They haven't been to England before, so Mum wants us to help plan a really good week for them. Can we give her some suggestions?
Well, they must spend a day in London seeing the famous places like Buckingham Palace and the Tower of London. Perhaps they could go on one of those open-top buses and see everything from there.
That's a great idea. Do you think the children will like that?
How old are they?
One's 12 and the other's 9.
Oh, that should be okay then. What about a trip to the car museum at Bewley on another day?
Oh, no. I found that car museum so boring. I don't think any of them would like that.
Well, I think most people find museums boring, but it's what people do when they visit another country, isn't it?
Not necessarily. They might want to do more outdoor activities or perhaps go to some shows or plays or something.
I know. There's a big open-air pop and jazz festival in Southampton. Do you think they'd like that?
That sounds better. What about taking the kids windsurfing as well? I think they might enjoy that, don't you?
Fine. And what about tennis? Do you think we could still get tickets for the Open Tennis competition in Bournemouth? There are some famous players there this year.
I'm sure we could, but I wonder if the family like tennis.
I don't know. So let's just write a list of all the things they could do, then get Mum to phone Mrs. Sanchez tonight. The family can talk it over and then phone back if we need to book anything.
Brilliant! Let's start the list.
Now listen again.
Michael, you know that Spanish family Mum and Dad met in Spain last year?
Yeah, the Sanchez family.
That's right. Anyway, they're coming to stay next month. They haven't been to England before, so Mum wants us to help plan a really good week for them. Can we give her some suggestions?
Well, they must spend a day in London seeing the famous places like Buckingham Palace and the Tower of London. Perhaps they could go on one of those open-top buses and see everything from there.
That's a great idea. Do you think the children will like that?
How old are they?
One's 12 and the other's 9.
Oh, that should be okay then. What about a trip to the car museum at Bewley on another day?
Oh, no. I found that car museum so boring. I don't think any of them would like that.
Well, I think most people find museums boring, but it's what people do when they visit another country, isn't it?
Not necessarily. They might want to do more outdoor activities or perhaps go to some shows or plays or something.
I know. There's a big open-air pop and jazz festival in Southampton. Do you think they'd like that?
That sounds better. What about taking the kids windsurfing as well? I think they might enjoy that, don't you?
Fine. And what about tennis? Do you think we could still get tickets for the Open Tennis competition in Bournemouth? There are some famous players there this year.
I'm sure we could, but I wonder if the family like tennis.
I don't know. So let's just write a list of all the things they could do, then get Mum to phone Mrs. Sanchez tonight. The family can talk it over and then phone back if we need to book anything.
Brilliant! Let's start the list.
Okay, let's check the
That
answers.
is the end of part 4.
Okay, hold on. 2, 4, 6. So this will be the Sanchez family first trip to England.
You now have 6
That's
minutes
yes.
to check
Oh.
and copy your
And Michael suggests sightseeing in London. Yes, he said that. Sightseeing to London. So Sanchez children are teenagers. That's B. Jane has been to the car museum. A is correct. Michael thinks everyone enjoys visiting museums. This is A. He said that. I think that's what the people do when they're visiting to another country. So this is not B, but it's A, and you got it right. And Jane and Michael have bought tickets for the tennis competition, and that is B. No, they haven't. Jane said we need to write down the list and then they will decide later on. Okay, but not bad. You got 4 out of 6 for our listening. So let's get to reading and writing. Here, there are sayings, please. What does it say? What's the meaning of this? This is an example. No bicycles against glass, meaning do not leave your bicycle touching the window. Okay, so let's try. I have here number 1. Parking in this space for doctor on duty only. So what's the meaning of this? Yeah, what's the meaning of that? Parking in this space for doctor on duty only. Is it A, tell the doctor if you need to park here, or only the doctor working today can park here, or park in this space only is an emergency?
Uh,
Okay, if you need time to answer this one, it's okay. Choose your answer from letter A to letter C.
this reading.
Yeah, we are now in reading and writing test. So what's the meaning of this? Parking in this space for doctor on duty only. What's the meaning of this? Choose your answer from letter A to letter C. What does it mean?
Uh, it's B.
Yeah, please read letter B.
Only the doctor working today can park here.
Yes, that's right. It's letter B. So there's an email from Ruth to Heidi, and she is saying, congratulations on a new job. Do you think they'd take me as well? Like you, I'm available until September. Could you tell them about me? So, what is Ruth trying to do in this email? What's the meaning of this?
Uh, Question one.
Question, oh, it's question two.
Uh, they are congratulating on a new job.
So,
Uh,
what's the meaning of this email here? This is from Ruth to Heidi. What is Ruth trying to say in this email?
uh,
Yes. What is he trying to say?
she's trying to help ask Ruth. Wait. From ask Healthy to help her to find employment.
Yes, that's right. It's letter B. So Ruth wants Heidi to help her find employment because, like her, she's also free. So let's go to question number 3. It says here, warning, security cameras are in use around this building. So what's the meaning of this?
This building is guarded by cameras.
That's right. And there's a message. Helena, Rowan called from the theater. This cafe opposite is closing, so everyone's going down to the club early. Join them there when you can. So where should Helena meet the others?
Uh, at the club,
At
right?
the club. Yes, that's right. What about the
Yeah.
question 5? We have many flats available to rent in this area. What's the meaning of this?
It's A. A.
Very good. Wow, great job. Get perfect. So let's go to the next page. Here, let's test your writing skills and your grammar. So you're going to read sentences about going to the cinema. For each question, you need to complete the second sentence so that it means the same as the first. So we call this paraphrasing. You're going to paraphrase the first sentence and take note it should have the same meaning. Use no more than 3 words. Like for example, Dave and Jane have been to the cinema together. So the second sentence will be Dave has been to the cinema with Jane. So it's written in 2 different ways, but the thought is the same. Okay, so that is what you're going to do. So here are the 5 sentences. Complete the second sentence and use not more than 3 words.
Can I use other words too?
Yeah, sure. Just focus or just take note that the second sentence should have the same meaning. Tara, tayo saya.
Okay.
All right, let's check it. I will be reading the first sentence and you're going to read the second one. Okay? So nearly every seat was taken in the cinema.
There weren't any seats in the cinema.
That's right. Jane had a worse seat than Dave.
Dave had worse seat than Jane.
It's better. So Jane had the worst seat. So therefore Dave had a better
Oh,
seat
Dave.
than Jane.
Oh, okay.
So Jane couldn't see the screen very well.
Jane found it difficult to see the screen.
That's right. And Dave said that he had seen the film before.
Dave said, I saw this film before.
And I have already seen its past perfect.
Oh,
I have
okay.
already seen. They spent 2 hours watching the film.
The film lasted them for 2 hours.
Yeah, lasted for 2 hours or lasted them for 2 hours is correct. Okay, great job. Let's go to part 3, the last part. Just look at the picture and describe it. Tell me everything that you can see.
They are playing charts, right? And the
Mm-hmm.
kid is eating something.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, uh, the dad, he just played a chart, and there are
And
some flowers.
mm-hmm.
Uh,
And what else?
there's there the kid is finishing the food. Uh,
Yes.
thing, and it's nighttime for them.
All right. Okay.
Uh, that's all, right?
Okay. So yes, there are flowers on the table, but you didn't describe the cover of the table. How many chairs are there? What's in the
Oh,
background? And what are the people wearing? What are the things that you can see and how the people are using them? And you didn't notice that there are candles on the table. And
I my first time doing this, like this speak, this kind
yeah,
of speaking.
yes, yes. It's okay. I understand. So that's it. In the pet speaking, you are going to describe everything that you can see by simply looking at the picture. So you need to to look it carefully and tell everything what you can see. So I guess that's all.
For
Mm-hmm. Yes. What is it?
for me it's like the speaking test. My speaking test is like you gotta take a paper and then there are some questions in it and you have to like
To
the
answer
teacher
it.
give some questions. Yeah, you
Mm-hmm.
have to answer.
Yeah, but here the pet material is difficult. I mean difficult. I mean it's different. Okay, so
Yeah,
yeah, but in the pet material is divided into four parts. The listening, the reading, the writing, and the speaking. So for the speaking, there are four parts too, in which you will be answering some questions. You will be sharing your opinion, your ideas, and then you will be describing some pictures. And then the last one is you're going to express what you like, what you dislike. So that's it. So this is a pet material, and I think this is a suitable material for you. So if you want to study with us in Bantado, I can recommend that you can use the pet material to improve or to develop more of all your skills. Okay, so that's the end of the lesson for tonight. I hope you learned something and I hope you enjoy. Okay. So I hope to see you again, me. Goodbye for now and good night. Bye
okay.
bye.
Bye bye. See you. Good night.